Welcome to this Relate tutorial. We recently saw the buttons in the left-hand toolbar and the text editing. Now, let's see how to properly organize our projects and concepts and how to attach different types of objects to a concept. A good hierarchy in your projects ensures better understanding of information and more efficient and in-depth work. To begin, let's look at how to categorize our projects at the first level. The more projects and collaboration we have, the more important it is to classify them properly so we don't lose track. We can see here that we have several projects in different fields. To work more efficiently, we'll categorize them. To create a category, we can either use the Create a Category button here or right-click in the space and choose Create a Category. In either case, we'll end up with a new empty category that we can name and change the color. Let's call this category Science. Then simply drag the project into the category by holding down the left mouse button and dragging it inside. We could then add other science-related projects, then create other categories for other subjects. Now let's return to the project we worked on in the last tutorial. Let's say we've created some concepts and added information about penicillin, and we want to reorganize them. By holding down the left mouse button, we'll make a group selection of all the elements we want to move into natural penicillin. Once they're all selected, we'll move them by clicking and holding the left mouse button, then dragging them to the new concept. You'll see that it says Reparent. Everything we moved will now be inside natural penicillins. We can go inside and rearrange the elements a bit. Another way to structure your information is to create groups. If you hold down the left mouse button and drag the cursor to select a group of concepts, you'll see a toolbar appear with this button. It creates a group with the selection. Groups allow you to link the selected concepts together while keeping them visually at the same depth as they were initially. This is ideal when you simply want to organize concepts within a single level. The difference between creating a group and changing the parent of a selection of objects is the hierarchy of the elements. A group remains visible at the same level and only links the elements together. For example, here we can easily move the group. A concept is fundamentally more complex and contains more in-depth information. We will expand a concept when we want to develop the information within it and perform several types of manipulations. Another thing you can do with a concept is reuse it to create multiple instances. To do this, you can select the concept, right-click, copy entity, then right-click in the space where you want to create an instance and select Reuse Entity. Now the two concepts are actually the same. What you modify in one is automatically modified in the other as well. For example, if you develop penicillin G here, the information remains the same in both places. In the first tutorial, we saw that we could insert web links. We can also insert YouTube videos and genuinely projects by copying the video or the project's share link into the space, allowing us to view it directly in Relate. We can also add documents such as PDFs. These will be displayed in the same way as a web link, but with the PDF icon. To open it, simply double-click the PDF icon and it will appear in a new tab. To make your work even more efficient, most objects can be attached to a concept. In this example, we're working on penicillin and we have our web reference. Instead of having it just here in the concept, let's bring it back a level and attach it to the penicillin concept. So here we can just select it and drag it out of the concept. Now to attach something to another concept, simply drag it onto the concept while holding the left mouse button until it says Attach. Then release it and it creates an attachment. So now we have a web reference attached to our penicillin concept. We can still open it by double-clicking it and remove it by dragging it out of the concept. I hope this capsule helped you get better with Relate, and we will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you!